The famous photographer assignments are actually fairly simple. In this case, you can see the title is Famous Photographer B, which indicates that the surname or last name of the photographer should begin with the letter B. I've supplied 5 different lists of photographers. You do not have to use these lists. They're there for convenience, but it makes it simpler. Let's take a look at one of these lists. And you can see that here's a list of Masters of Photography: Ansel Adams, Richard Avedon, Ruth Bernhard, Werner Bischoff, and so forth. And it's broken down by various categories. Let's take a look, for example, at Bill Brandt. Now, sometimes something goes wrong and either the site does not open, or if you're on school grounds, you get a district block page like this. That does not mean that you can't do the assignment or can't use that particular photographer. You just have to go about it a different way. For example, you just need to open up Google and do a search for that photographer. And you'll come up with a lot of different information that's all available. You can research these other sites. I have provided you with a template to use. You do not have to use it, but there are certain aspects that do make it easier. Start off by putting in your name here, the current date, your class period, and down here you would put in the photographer's name. This is where you would write the biography. The biography is not something that you cut and paste from the web. After reading one or more articles, this is where you would rewrite it in your own words. Next, you would insert a photograph by the photographer here. Now, we could just go to images, but you may get images of him but not by him. So do a search for photographs by. And you'll see you get a slightly different selection. Why don't we take a look at this one, for example, and let's go ahead and copy it. We'll go back to the document and we'll paste it in. As you can see, this image is oversized. It doesn't leave much room for writing. So when you click in the image, you'll see that it has handles at the corners. Select a handle, click, and drag down until it's an appropriate size, which leaves you enough area to write in. I want to make sure that this section is deleted. Repeat with a second photograph, repeat with a third photograph, and in the area next to each photograph you would write 2 to 4 sentences either describing the picture or giving me your opinion of the photograph with reasoning. Save it and upload it as you would any other assignment.